Real quick, let's talk a little bit about the respiratory system, just so we got something to cover for, we got to cover a little bit of that. Okay. Let's talk about surface area real quick. Who grew up where it's cold? Okay. Have you been back since as an adult? Is it colder now or colder when you were a kid?
As an adult.
Right. Who grew up here? Right. Is it hotter now or when you were a kid? Heat bothers you more now, right? So why does the cold bother you more when you're an adult? And why does the heat bother you more when you're an adult?
Because you have more surface area.
Largely due to surface area, right? So the more surface area you have, right, the more surface area you're either going to absorb heat or lose heat. One of the best predictors of metabolic rate is surface area, right? So what happens between being a child and being an adult, right? Your height doubles, but your surface area triples, right? So you have significantly more, right? So like, what's a good weight for a three foot tall toddler? 30, 40, right? Maybe 50 pounds if they're a pretty stout kid. What's a good weight, a normal weight for a 6 foot tall adult? A lot more than 100 pounds, right? So like a slender 6 foot tall person would be 150 pounds, right? So your mass triples, but your height only doubles, so you end up with significantly higher surface area, right? So that's one of the biggest factors that goes into metabolic rate is surface area, right? All things being equal, right? Bigger person is going to have a higher metabolic rate. What are some other factors that increase or decrease metabolic rate? What are some environmental factors? Do you burn more calories when it's hot or cold? Cold. Why do you burn more calories when it's cold?
Because of sugar.
You're losing more heat to the environment, right? So like, let's say you go to Hokkaido in the dead of winter, right? What's the weather like in Hokkaido in the dead of winter?
Negative 10.
Very cold, right? So, or like you went skiing there, or like you went to Buffalo, New York. I don't know why anyone would go to Buffalo, New York, unless you're like made to go there. But right, so what's happening there?
It's not that bad.
Pretty cold, right? So what is your core body temperature? About 37 degrees Celsius, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Right, and you're in an environment where the external temperature is significantly lower than core body temperature. What does your body have to do to compensate? It's going to increase your metabolic rate in order to, right, try and keep the body warm. But so what's going to be the biggest metabolic cost? Where it's cold and windy and damp, right? So if you have those three things together, right, you can cause significant, so like let's say so the United States military spends a lot of time studying metabolism and metabolic rates in order to understand like what's the adequate amount of nutrition, right, service members need when they're in particular environments, right? So like for example, if I'm a soldier who's patrolling the Hindu Kush Mountains in northern Afghanistan, right, I might need anywhere between 5,000 and 6,000 calories a day to help maintain my metabolism due to the fact that I'm in a cold, windy, alpine environment, right? Anybody here gone skiing, snowboarding, anything like that, right? You're pretty wiped out by the, if you've been on that mountain all day and it's cold and it's windy, that's going to wear you out. Right? Whereas in heat, your metabolism actually starts to slow down because what are you trying to do? You're trying to cool yourself off. One of the best ways to cool yourself off is to decrease metabolism, not increase metabolism. Right? So when you're in a sauna, you're sweating out water, but that's transient weight loss. The second you rehydrate, that weight loss comes back. So, questions on any of this stuff, guys? No? All right. Have yourselves a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be safe. And I will see you guys next Tuesday.
So our quiz on, Tuesday?
We'll be on the digestive thing.
Okay.